Hi guys, this is Heather of Shutterbug 101 with twin Heather here helping me out and keeping me company. Tonight, because as you can see it's fairly dark, we're doing a sit and shoot with the Nikon P950, which has a 24 to 2000 millimeter lens. So we're going to get some moon shots, we're going to attempt to get some other shots. I was hoping there would be birds out and about, but there aren't.
We were out earlier.
Yeah, we were trying to be out earlier, but we had to make tacos. So we made delicious tacos, and we have that, and we're gonna sit out here to get an amazing moon shot when it comes up, and you guys will just keep us company as I get, information with this. Already I can tell, by the way, because you'll get the walkthrough for this video first before you get this vlog, but the video focusing on this is not great. It is actually highly disappointing, at least, my personal opinion and my personal experience with it already. I found that with the photos, much better, so I would not use this for a video camera specifically. So Heather, how have you been lately?
Oh, dandy. I just realized I forgot something inside.
What did you forget?
My chapstick. I should have just brought my whole purse.
Guys, we're out here in the wilderness, and you just can't forget chapstick. It's vital.
At
you
night.
could die at night, and it's starting to reach freezing temperatures.
Yep.
Like,
So cold.
her lips could crack, and she could bleed to death, and we'd have it all on video, and it's just, you turn it off by then.
Look how
It'd be
cold I am.
awful. You're
Oh my
freezing.
In my skirt.
You're welcome to go get your chapstick.
I will
by the
be
way.
right back.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on right now. Like, why all these cars are stopped. An accident? Can you see anything?
So either there was an accident at the light, or everybody just really wants Red Lobster right now. Like literally everyone.
But you don't
is
see
going
any
to the Red
cars?
Lobster.
You don't see any cars stopped?
Well, it's hard to see all the way down there. But a bunch of people are turning into the Red Lobster because I think they're trying to get away from
The traffic.
this light.
Huh.
So whatever happened, it happened further down. But there's a lot of people standing outside.
Wow. I hope no one got hit.
Yeah.
Because people walk across this road just like nothing.
Well, there was this like a homeless guy over here earlier,
No, yeah, there's a couple
and he
homeless
was
that
running
walk
into the
around.
street when I was driving.
So this just in, viewers, on my street, currently farther down my street, there may be an accident. Stay tuned. The excitement just built up. Hopefully nobody's hurt. Like, unfortunately, if a lot of people are standing outside, that indicates more drama, but
Do I hear sirens?
I would hope that there would be sirens if there's a accident, but
accident.
it must have just happened not too long ago because these guys weren't
here a minute
stopped
ago.
up here when we first came out. I'm debating walking down there to see if I can get any shots. Walking. I'm gonna go and see. I'm gonna see if they can tell me what
Okay.
happened.
I'll be right back.
This is muddy. I don't want to step in it. So all these cars are stopped. I want to know why. We're taking our sit and shoot and apparently breaking the rules here. Well, see, it doesn't go down to the light though. They're all just turning in here. Oh, it's a drive-through trick-or-treat event. Drive-through trick-or-treat. Well, that was exciting. So everyone's doing trunk-or-treat over here, and it's a drive-through, guys. This is a happy end to a exciting start. So, okay, we're gonna go back in.
So, who's dead?
So, it's a happy ending.
Okay, good.
they're doing a drive-through trunk or treat. There's no accident.
I feel like there should be a sign, like, further down this way that says, don't go this way.
I mean, because you can still drive around them. They're pretty much pulled off on the side.
Okay.
So they're fine. It's just, I think everybody got set off because they're like, what is
the
everyone
hell?
stopping for? Nope, they're doing a trunk or treat. Because we know that trick-or-treating is going to be very difficult this year because a lot of places are saying absolutely no trick-or-treating. Which to a point, okay, so debate. Should there or should there not be trick-or-treating this year?
Here I go. I think it's dumb enough taking your kids to the mall, but I understand the want for trick-or-treating.
Mhm.
If you're doing it safely, if you make them wear a mask, and if you're super careful. But at the same time, you could be going up to a house of somebody who's quarantining.
Mhm.
They could have sneezed on that candy.
And
And
they
then-
don't care. They're like, who believes in the corona?
Yeah. They probably sneezed on their candy. And then suddenly your kid's walking around with a bunch of candy that's got corona'd.
Mhm.
And you're going to get sick. And then, I mean, even if you recover from that, that's like 14 days where your whole family has to quarantine. Where you can't go to work, your kids can't go to school. Like,
Serious repercussions. Yeah.
it's not just like, oh no, I got the sniffles. This is like quarantine, people.
So,
So it sucks. I think it would be safer not to trick or treat. I think it's better to do things as a family this year. You know, sit down, watch Hocus Pocus, make some caramel apples in your own house.
make some new traditions.
Yeah, make some time for your kids, people.
Yeah.
Don't think you have to take them out to go get candy. Like,
Well, and gosh, hey, half the parents out there, like, as much as you love to dress up your kids, it's exhausting walking around all night getting candy. Because either you have the kid that just won't stop going and they just want more and more, or you walk one block and they're just
tired.
Oh, I'm tired. I want to go home, but I want more candy. No, I want more candy. No, I want to go home. And then it's just a terrible night.
You can go home, buy your own candy from Walmart, disinfect the bag,
Mhm.
and you're done. Ta-da!
Kids go to the mall with their parents. I think that's totally fine as long as they're not window lickers. The kids that like lick every surface in the sun, and parents are just like, oh, whatever, it's good for them to have that exposure. And I'm like, no, it's disgusting. Please don't let your child do that. Like, if their child is not, gonna be touching things and then touching their face and whatever, taking your kids public places is fine. Trick-or-treating in general is fine. My only concern is the candy. Because, like, if it's a Reese's or a Hershey's or something like that, where it's completely sealed, you could probably disinfect that
yeah.
with, like, Lysol spray, and the candy's still gonna be fine, but candy like Tootsie Rolls and Lollipops and everything that's has, like, a slit or an opening, you can't disinfect that. And you no matter what precautions people have gone through making candy slides so you can still stay 6 feet away and give kids their candy, we still don't know where that candy was.
What house it's coming from.
Exactly. We don't know what house it's coming from, what you do for your job. You could have been exposed. You don't know it. And it's rough because, hi, kitty. I never want to say that, oh no, trick-or-treating should totally be called off this year because it is a shame. Trick-or-treating is just, that's Halloween. But, like how they're doing this over here, the trunk or treat, I think that's adorable. I think if they stick with candy where the wrappers can be sanitized, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Why can't you trick or treat? Just people, common sense. If you're quarantined or if you're possibly exposed, there's like any inclination, don't give out candy. Don't go trick or treating. I don't care how bad your kid wants to go out. Be creative. Do something at home. Make a game even. Like if, say you yourself have the coronavirus, naturally you can't take your kid out. Your kid can't go out. Okay, so make a game out of it. Have a bag of candy delivered to you. like through your grocery app or whatever.
Girl, Easter that stuff.
Exactly! Make it a hiding game. You know? Make it a scavenger hunt. Make them, like, work for it like they would with trick-or-treating. It's genius. I mean, heck, I would have had a blast doing that anywhere. They're going from house to house. Heck, get full-size candy bars at that point if you want. You know, it's just your kid.
Put up a whole bunch of Halloween decorations in the backyard.
Exactly!
Hide
You
it in
know?
the skeleton's hands. Oh no!
It's genius. You know, peel grapes for eyeballs, spaghetti for brains, you know, the whole classic
The fun
stuff. Come on. Like, get creative. You know, if trick-or-treating is canceled in your town, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world.
Yup.
But, you
Doesn't
know
mean
what? Better
Halloween's
safe
over.
than sorry. As much as I hate to say it, guys, I hate the masks. I hate that, you know, I hate everything they're saying on the news. I know you can't believe half of it. It's hard to even know what to believe, but you know what? I'm not going to roll over on my back, but I'm also not going to be stupid, and I'm not, you know, everything's kind of better safe than sorry at this point.
I just don't want to get sick.
No, exactly. You know, we're not exactly 6 feet apart here, but we hang out enough to where it's like, what's the point? You know, we practically live together, so it's, you know, I'm not saying it's an exception, and I'm not being a hypocrite, but I mean, we're
might
not
as well.
yeah. So it's like, I'm just saying, people, use your common sense. Don't go swap and spit with strangers. There you go.
We don't make out, okay?
So I'm still on my diet, and so there's turkey in this, but I gotta say, guys, it doesn't sound like it'd be good, but these turkey tacos are so good. And I made it wrong. I made it so wrong.
Yep, but it's okay.
And it turned out amazing. So, any drama go down for you at work?
In the most recent fun drama, we had a little dude, a maskless little dude, mind you, who was filthy.
Oh, lovely.
I know, right? You know those kids who walk in and they have like dirt all over their face and you're like, what did you eat? And then roll in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, this whole family comes in and they're loud and annoying. And their kids don't have masks and the parents are just walking around.
Mm-hmm.
And the little dude runs into our front window display. And we have these giant signs. They're like 9 feet long.
Mm-hmm.
And he knocks the whole dang thing over. And it's, mind you, this is a sign that's hanging from the ceiling. This
Mhm.
isn't like a sign on like a stand that you could bump into. No, I don't know how this kid did this, but he ran into our window and he knocked down a 9 foot tall hanging sign.
Well,
And then the family continued to shove. They went, hey, what are you doing? And then left it there.
guys,
Watch your
Don't-
kids.
don't be inconsiderate. Like, don't be the type of person that if your answer is ever, oh, they have somebody that'll do that. They have somebody that's paid to do that. Don't be
No.
that person.
We hate you.
Like, we understand that if you knock over a sign like that,
You're not gonna put it back up.
You're not
We're
gonna put it
gonna
back
make
up.
you put it back up.
no. But go and tell someone, or apologize, or come forward and go, I'm so sorry. My son is a little crazy, and he knocked over your sign. My apologies. And then you make sure you put a leash on that kid.
Then you take your child out of the store.
We understand kids are going to be kids. But, you know,
Well, slap on the
take
wrist, y'all.
responsibility. Take responsibility as a parent.
If I knocked over his sign, boy, my booty. But- And not in a mean way.
No.
In a little like, no. The same thing you do to a dog.
It's a bop on the nose. That's
Yep.
all. That's
You
all
roll
a
up a
spank is.
newspaper and you go.
Yeah, no, knock it off. Like, and you know what? I'm not a parent yet. You know, so I can't say, oh, well, I would do things differently because I'm not in that spot, and I'm very well aware of that.
My parents assessed the type of things that I listened to and the type of ways that I responded to them, and that's how you punish your kid. You learn what they respond to, and Like, even as I remember from being a child, like, if my parents punished me and then it turned out I didn't do it, my parents apologized. My parents sat me down and said, I took this the wrong way. My apologies. I shouldn't have punished you. I understand now. I'm sorry.
Well, and I think in turn that gave you a certain respect for your parents.
Oh, yeah. If your parents are willing to admit that they're wrong sometimes,
then you can admit that you're wrong sometimes.
and
I feel like it's a huge learning tool.
Yeah. It,
Like-
it also shows you, like, sometimes adults are wrong, and those adults can admit that. When you have an adult who's wrong, and you know they're wrong because they're punishing you for something you didn't do, and that adult doesn't come forward, or they try to take a different route, that immediately puts in your mind that adults can't be trusted, which makes you act out more.
Not to mention, it also teaches you that you don't ever have to admit that you're wrong.
Yeah, and it teaches you how to lie, how to
Yeah.
get better at lying, how to get away
Be
with things.
deceitful. Yeah.
So boom, apologize to your kids, people.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I completely agree. And I like that we're totally talking about all this. We don't have any degrees.
No,
We don't have any, like, motherly experience necessarily.
my mom's a teacher though, so I've been working with kids since I was a kid.
Well, in a good part of my brother's life, I helped raise him. So
Yeah.
it's like, we're not super experienced, or we don't have these educational things to back us up, and we're like, listen to us, we just
I
know
what
this.
I'm talking about. But personal
But this is a
experience.
vlog, not a lecture.
Also, y'all don't have to listen to me about anything
No.
because straight up, like, people have different opinions.
I have an opinion, Heather has an opinion, you have an opinion. We can all just talk like normal human beings, although I don't know if it's considered normal these days. It seems like everybody has to argue with somebody.
Well, you know what's fun, y'all? Sometimes Heather and I disagree, but we still tell people we're twins.
And it's hilarious, by the way, because we go to stores and they're like, oh, what's your name? It's Heather. Oh, what's your name? Heather. We're like, really? And we're like, yeah, our mom thought she was being funny.
We don't look nothing alike neither. It's so funny. My mom called us twins, by the way.
Yay!
It was
This
so
feels so
funny.
special.
So it was, what, yesterday or the day before?
Mhm.
I don't remember. But I was about to leave the house and my mom goes, so how's your twin?
I feel
You should
honored,
feel
by
so
the way.
honored.
I really do, and I love her parents to death, so it really does make me feel special, like I'm part of the family.
By the way, she asked, that's why. She said, what's your twin doing for Thanksgiving? And I was gonna say, I mean, if you weren't already doing something with, I think, Cody,
Yeah.
then I was gonna be like, oh, you're coming over, right?
Thank
No.
you. We are.
Ow!
Are you okay? What did you do?
I'm just very clumsy. You see this part right here?
The metal? Oh, that thing.
Yeah, well, it's like part metal, part, like, hard plastic right here.
Yeah.
I just knocked it.
I imagine how that would hurt. Yeah. You know, I have a big old bruise on my knee. No clue how I got it.
Oh, okay, so right here on my middle finger, I was closing up bank at the store last night. And I was going really, really fast because Kristen was waiting for me. And I somehow managed to slice my finger open on my own fingernail, like this, right across it. And it feels like a paper cut. It's still, like, it was bleeding. I was like, oh, shoot.
Well, okay, so you see that mark on my nail there?
Yeah.
So this morning I decided I wanted coffee, and I took the creamer out. I go to shake it, and I hit the bottom of the freezer door.
Oh, my gosh.
I had just taken it out of the fridge, and I went knock right on the freezer door.
So, all the way back in the 5th grade, I was a teacher's kid. So I was always at school really early.
This is such a cute picture, guys.
And, you know, when it's really early in the morning, how there's condensation on everything. So, I'm over at the 5th grader playground where they have those chin-up bars.
Yes.
Well, for whatever reason, the favorite game of 5th graders was to run up to a chin-up bar, grab it, swing, and see how far you could go. Of course. I make dumb faces.
Oh my gosh, that was so bright.
there's a long line of like little 5th graders who are running up to the chin-up bar, and they swing as high as they can go, and then they let go and they jump off.
Yes.
I run up to that stupid chin-up bar. I grab on,
Sorry.
and there's condensation on it because it's like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Of course it is.
And the next thing I know, I'm opening my eyes, and I'm in the bark, on my back, looking around like, why is everybody staring at me? And all these kids are like, there's like a semicircle of these little 5th graders going, are you okay? Apparently I'm blacked out from the pain.
I've never blacked out before.
Oh,
But-
look, the moon.
I gotta get a picture of that.
Ooh, nice.
It is pretty fantastic at what it does, for sure. You can see the craters with this camera. By the way, guys, I'm switching locations.
Yee!
I'm going back to my original location that I started at with my job, which is actually quite a bit closer to my drive. So I'm really excited for that, to be joining my old team again. But with my job at the camera shop, there's no flexibility on holidays. It's typically we would extend our hours, but I don't even think we're doing that because of the pandemic. We actually changed our hours because we used to have 2 shifts. Now there's only 1 shift. We're open from 9 to 5. And I don't think that they're going to be extending those because naturally we want to try and keep the same team working together, no mixing matching.
Yep. Okay, so funny story. Sorry. This is how it is when you have ADHD.
Me
Just
too.
deal with it.
This is the ADHD run vlog where you're as confused as we are.
ADHD Power Hour with Heather and Heather.
That is going to be the name of this vlog, officially. Officially, that's what the name of this vlog is going to be. I didn't know. I was just going to name it Sitting and Shooting with the Heathers, but no, this is ADHD Power Hour.
with Heather and Heather.
Yes, officially. That I'm writing that down so I don't have to search for it later.
Oh, we got new jackets.
Got new jackets.
Jackets. I want them all. Hey, Heather.
Yes. Nice dramatic lighting.
I know, right?
But I think that kind of sums up our vlog for the night. We got our sample images for the P950. Alright guys, we will see you on the next video, and no doubt you'll see her again. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.